Shemai boys bach, and welcome back to the People Pleaser in Recovery channel, also known as the Daf Williams channel. Thinking I was, meddwl o'n I, back to when I was working in the conventional sense, give or take a year, and this is being generous, my working career out there in the world lasted about 15 years. I've got 15 years worth of national insurance contributions, so my pension is going to be zilch. The title of this video, How Being Nice to People Used to Exhaust Me. Now, I didn't choose work. I didn't choose easy work. And I chose work that involved meeting a lot of people, adults and children. Now, at this stage, I hadn't done any of these personality tests. I didn't know that I was an INFP. And I didn't know that I was so introverted. I knew that everyday life was a struggle. I knew that getting to work was an effort. And I really knew that being nice to people, being pleasant to people, or rather being paid to be pleasant to people, was extremely draining. I was so exhausted by the end of the day that I resorted to alcohol and cannabis. Not always, not every night, no. But in the maelstrom, in the middle of it, I would be a binge drinker on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, and then I'd be like Ray Milland in the long weekend on a Sunday, peeking out of the curtains or the blinds, very paranoid, very low in mood, and almost going back to work was a release from the extreme depression, paranoia of the weekend. So it was a vicious circle, and something was going to give, and my well-documented mental health history will be available to you in the link below. Now, I would say that my default setting, and there's a wonderful word in Welsh, and people cream themselves over the word hiraeth, but I think they should get just as joyful over the word swrth. Swrth. Now, it's a word that I associate with West Wales. I'm sure they use it in other parts of Wales. But swrth is the Welsh word for abrupt. Oedd e'n swrth iawn gyda fi. He was very abrupt. And I feel that my default setting is actually swrth. And I don't know quite why that is. I think perhaps by now it's because my patience with the byd ibetus, my patience with the world and its ways are basically down to zero. So if something irritates me, if something niggles me, if something angers me, I react immediately. Whereas when I was a full-blown people-pleasing peacock, I would have a very long fuse, and I would allow myself to be emotionally abused before I blew. Whereas now I've got no niggle room left. An irritant, and it's rah. And so another reason why I isolate, why I am an avoidant, why I live a hermit life, why I am a meudwy. When you are not true to yourself, when you are living a personality that doesn't suit you, it is going to drain you of vital energy. We only have so much battery life of a day. We only have so much battery life of a week. And we need our sleep to recharge the batteries. But when you're in constant overthink mode, in constant intrusive thought mode, you are looking for, you're looking for external stimuli to keep you going, to keep you on the hamster's wheel, to keep you on the grind. And I think a lot of people in Gen X have revolted and are revolting, and a lot of them are revolting on YouTube. And younger people must be thinking, who are all these bald men and strange women in their camper vans who are just shouting off to the world about themselves and how they feel? Well, I think we have reacted perhaps to previous generations the way that the swinging 60s reacted to the 1950s. We feel that by making these videos, we're blowing the lid off a dysfunctional way of being, and hopefully that some of our words and some of our wisdom perhaps might trickle down, and the folk that follow us might not have to go through the gruesome grind that we did, because we were led to believe that the gruesome grind was the only way to go. But the gruesome grind has killed many of us off and has alienated so many of us. So I was going to title this video, How Being Nice to People Exhausted Me, but I might change it now to The Gruesome Grind, and I'm going to put a copyright on that. Daf Williams, people pleaser in recovery, The Gruesome Grind. Diolch am wylio. Thank you for watching.